Hi, I'm Patric, CEO and one of the founders of Favro. Favro has a unique capability called Favro Relations. It allows you to see how the work that you're working on is connected to everything else which is going on in your organization. We're going to now show you some practical examples of this in action, and then I will explain how this can really change the way that work is done in your team and in the rest of your organization.
Hi, I'm Jon Leslie, Agile coach and founder at Co Insights. And let me show you an example of the new Favro Relations. Okay, here we have a marketing teams collection. And if I open up this card new product launch page, you'll see up at the top, there's this new expandable and collapsible relations panel. Now, one of the first things you're going to notice is that you are now able to see the parent card to this particular deliverable. The parent card being launch campaign. If I mouse over it, as you see here, you can actually see that card in line with this card. If I click it, I'm able to go to that card, in this case in the backlog, or open up the parent card in line here. I can also see all of the different boards that this particular card exists on because of the ability to have the same card in multiple boards in Favro. I can also see all of the collections that each particular board exists on. For example, this marketing backlog exists in these 6 different collections. I can also see the status relative to each board and even change the status directly from here. Now, if I add this card to one more Teams board, maybe we need a piece of technology or development work for this product launch page, I can add the same card now to a 4th location just via drag and drop. Now that card is also on this product development teams board. And if I go back to the card here, so now you can see this card exists on 4 different boards. Here's the new relation on this product development team board. And this product development team board exists in 3 different collections. Here's its status selected. I could actually change the status directly from here if I chose to, like so. And there you have it, Favro Relations. Back to you, Patric.
Thanks, Jon. So why is this so important? Well, organizations are quite naturally organic. Things move and change all the time. It doesn't work exactly like it looks in the org chart. And not even the CEO knows what's going on everywhere at any time. So what often happens then is that when you use tools, things gets even worse. It gets siloed because everything is chopped into small pieces, small tickets. And this whole idea is basically going back to 1910, and it's basically Taylorism. And the whole idea with Agile is to bring things together, bring people together on that increment of value that you're working on. So what we have done now is that we also reflected this in a tool for the first time. And the way that we do this is that cards can exist in multiple boards, and boards can exist in multiple collections or teams, often used as dashboards. So in this way, the work that you're collaborating on and how we're bringing people together can be reflected in its various contexts. So then when you are there, in your team and you're wondering, how is this that I'm working on connected to everything else? What kind of objectives do I need to align towards? What teams are dependent on what we're doing here? All of that will be visualized in this way. And it makes it easier for each team and each person to, in an autonomous way, take responsibility for the work and drive this company forward. If you have any questions about this, just ping our team. Hi, I'm Patric, CEO and one of the founders of Favro. Favro is something entirely new in the market of product management called Agile Dependencies. This is probably the biggest thing introduced when it comes to product management dependencies since Henry Gantt introduced Gantt skill dependencies back in 1910. But product management have changed since then. It has become more about agility, and agile methods have today become the norm, not only in software development, but also in other teams. But tools haven't changed. So with Favro and Agile Dependencies, we have created something entirely new. And we would now like to show you how this works in practice.
Hi, I'm Jon Leslie, Agile coach and founder at Cove Insights. Let me show you an example of Agile Dependencies in Favro. Before I start, I just want to bring up this image of an old school Gantt chart. This is exactly what we don't want to do. We don't want to create hard dependencies that automatically move dependent cards on a timeline like this. One of the common things that is said when you're looking at a Gantt chart like this is the only person who understands it is the person who actually created it. Obviously not what you're looking for in a collaborative planning environment. So here, if I click on this prep webinar card on this marketing team's timeline view, and then select add dependency and say after dependency, I can quickly create an after dependency like this. Now, if I click on this card and open it up, I can see that dependency inline on the card. If I mouse over it, I can see that dependent card. I can also see, of course, the board it's on, all of the collections that this board exists, and the status of that dependent card. Now, I can also create a before dependency directly on the card by clicking here. Maybe this product demo Facebook ads, like this. And if I close this, I can see that before dependency inline on the timeline. Back to the card. Now here, probably the most important thing is being able to resolve these dependencies inline on the card with a conversation. And you can have that conversation related to each dependency directly here in this comment stream. Maybe something like this. Now, one of the last things I want to show you is the ability to create cross-team dependencies. Say, for example, this update product page was dependent on a development team updating maybe the content management system. If I click on this and say add dependency, say before, I can then navigate to another team's collection, find that dependency on that team's board, click here, and now I've created a dependency across teams. This is indicating the card on the other team side, on that marketing team's board. If I open this up, I can see the dependency from their perspective directly from here. And I can even go to the dependency directly from here as well. Okay, so now here back in this marketing team's collection, you can see that stub indicating the before dependency from that development team. You can see all of our other dependencies on the timeline. You're also able to visualize dependencies in a Sheets view, like this. And even in the Kanban view, like this. There you have it, Agile Dependencies in Favro. Back to you, Henry Gantt. Patric Palm.
Thanks, Jon. If you have any questions around how to do this, or maybe you're interested in learning more about Agile practices, just ping our team and we will help you.